know it has been. I know it has been. Yep, I know it has been a while since I made a video. I think it's been a couple of months since my last video. I think it's been several months since his last video. Since my last video, but this video does not need an intro. Yeah, this to be perfectly honest, this video does not need an intro. Reason why? Because Jet MDK. Because Jet MDK, I agree with you, man. I really do. I really do agree with Jet MDK. And yes, I am a Hendrick Motorsports fan, and congratulations to Kyle Larson on his second championship win. Second year. The reason why is that because yes, I am a Hendrick Motorsports fan. Me being a Jeff Gordon fan, I'm a fan of all Hendrick Motorsports because my all-time favorite driver, one of my all-time favorite drivers, Jeff Gordon, is the part-time owner of Hendrick Motorsports. Kyle Larson won him a championship. Kyle Larson won Hendrick Motorsports a championship. And obviously this shocked me the most because this was the first season. Because this was the first season in 3 years that Team Penske wasn't in the championship for. Especially the driver from Team Penske that I do not like at all. And that's Joey Logano. But a Penske driver did win last night in the Sprint Cup Series season finale, and that's Ryan Blaney. Phoenix has been really kind to Penske, to Roger Penske and his team. Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney. Phoenix has been a really kind track to them, to Team Penske. But this was the first year, and I do believe 3 years since we didn't have a Penske driver in the championship four. And once again, I congratulate Kyle Larson, bringing the 5 in championship picture. It makes it like 3 times. Since it makes it like 3 championships for the number 5. Terry Labonte in 96, Kyle Larson 2021 and 2025. The reason why Terry Labonte won the championship because yes, he lacked race wins. Terry Labonte lacked race wins in 1996. Jeff Gordon had the most wins in 1996, but he wasn't consistent. Terry Labonte was. Terry Labonte won the championship because he was super consistent in 1996. Kyle Larson is a deserving champion. Unlike Joey Logano back last season, unlike Joey Logano last season, and unlike Ryan Blaney the season before, Kyle Larson is a deserving champion. All four drivers in the championship four are deserving champions. Because they gave it everything they could. Let's just hope Kyle Larson. He's a deserving champion. But deep down inside, he didn't feel like he deserved that championship. And honestly, I agree with him. Yes, he did deserve. Yes, he did. Yes, Kyle Larson did deserve to be champion. But deep down inside, deep down inside him, Kyle Larson didn't deserve that championship. That's how he felt. That's not how I felt. That's how he felt. That's how he felt in the drivers' meeting post race after that last race of Phoenix. And this again. This is not me. This is not me saying that Kyle Larson is an undeserving champion. This is me telling that he is a deserving champion. This is actually me saying that Kyle Larson is a deserving champion. This is how he felt. He believed that he didn't deserve that championship. Otherwise, the 2025 season is behind us. 2026 looks to be a very interesting season. Next season. But then again, congratulations to not just Kyle Larson. Congratulations to Kyle Larson. Congratulations to Hendrick Motorsports. And yes, I am a die-hard fan of Hendrick Motorsports. Two-time champion. But that's not the reason why. But now here is the main topic of this video that I'm making right now. And yes, I was gonna make this video yesterday. I was going to make this video last night after Jet MDK had his reaction to the championship race at Phoenix. And now here's my reaction. Here's my reaction about the championship race at Phoenix. Was Phoenix a good race? Yes, it was. We had tire issues. We had tire issues all day at Phoenix. Xfinity Series had several photo finishes at Phoenix. But to be perfectly honest, the championship does not need to be held in Phoenix. The championship does not need to be held there. I mean, yes, Phoenix could use a good race for the Xfinity Series, but if you look back in the 2000, if you look back in the truck series in the truck series race a couple of seasons ago, the worst championship race in truck series history. That's actually That's actually one of the reasons why the championship does not need to be held in Phoenix. It can be held. I'm glad it's held. I'm glad the championship race is being removed from Phoenix next year. It's going back to the track where it's supposed to be held. Homestead, Miami. Yeah, Homestead, Miami is a great track to host a championship. To host all the championship in all 3 tier series. It's even a great track to hold the ARCA. Championship. The championship needs to go back to Homestead. Period. It does not need to go back to Phoenix. I'm not saying that Phoenix is a bad track, but Phoenix has always been a Penske. Phoenix has always been kind to Penske, to Team Penske. A championship should. I'm really glad the championship is going back to Miami like it should. The championship was held in Miami from 2002 all the way to 2019, and that track has always produced great racing whenever it was repaved in 2003. especially the most famous championship that was held in Miami was Tony Stewart versus Carl Edwards in 2011. But the main topic of this video, I kind of feel bad for Denny Hamlin. I feel horrible for Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin had a great season. We thought this year was supposed to be his year. And all of a sudden, the same thing that happened to Carl Edwards in 2016. He had the championship in the bag, and all of a sudden, a yellow flag came out in the closing laps of the race, costing Carl Edwards a championship, and costing Jimmy Johnson, another driver of my favorite race team, Hendrick Motorsports, a championship. Seven-time champion for Jimmy Johnson. Yes, last night in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season finale, it just happened again. The same thing happened to Carl Edwards in 2016. It happened again to another driver, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin led the most laps. He was actually in the lead in the closing laps of the championship race at Phoenix. William Byron blew a tire at the exit of turn 3 and hit the wall, rigging out the last yellow. And the race ended in overtime. And that's led to Kyle Larson beating Denny Hamlin and taking home the championship. Such a heartbreaking way to end the season for Denny Hamlin. And it's not just in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. It happened this past Saturday in the Xfinity Series. Connor Zilisch for Junior Motorsports dominated all season. 10 wins. 10 wins he had. A dominating rookie season. Connor Zilisch, 10 wins of all in the Xfinity Series. Comes out with no championship. Congratulations to Jesse Love and Richard Childress on their championship win in the Xfinity Series. Yep. The reason why, and the one main reason why I feel bad for Denny Hamlin, and the one main reason why I feel bad for Connor Zilisch. This is my take on the playoff. Yeah, this is my take. I'm gonna say it before and I'm gonna say it again. I don't hate the player. I hate the game. I despise the game. After seeing Denny Hamlin's heartbreak, and after seeing what happened to Connor Zilisch in the Xfinity Series, Jet NDK is right. Enough is enough. I am fed up. Enough is enough. No, I'm not joking around. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The winning you're in. Kyle Larson did not screw Denny Hamlin out of that championship. William Byron in the 24 did not screw Denny Hamlin out of that championship. Hendrick Motorsports did not screw Denny Hamlin out of that championship. Hendrick Motorsports did not screw Connor Zilisch out of that championship. Richard Childress did not screw Connor Zilisch out of that championship. Jesse Love did not screw Connor Zilisch out of that championship. The one thing that screwed Denny Hamlin out of that championship, out of his first championship in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, is this format. It's the playoffs. The one race winning you're in system is what really screwed Denny Hamlin.